Hello, today I'm going to be drawing a mad red cat, and as you can see the drawing is already in progress here, and this is a bit of a Cheshire type cat, so we've got a big grin on his face there, and we've got the eyes in place ready in the nose, and here come the ears. This is using a brush pen here, and just working very quickly. The video here is not speeded up at all. This is the actual speed that I was drawing it in. I actually did the drawing earlier, and now I'm recording the audio to go over the top. That's the forelegs going in there. I'm actually going to go back and change those a little bit later, as the left foreleg there looked a bit odd, and just reworking the tail there. Bit too fluffy, that first version of the tail. Zooming in a bit. Now the stripes, so going for a sort of ginger tomcat effect, I suppose. Just putting in the stripes there, and on the rear haunches as well. The mad red cat I've drawn a few times in different guises. He's always a favourite of mine, and seems to get some good reactions as well. Unashamedly borrowing from the Cheshire cat in all its various guises. I don't think this is modelled on any particular Cheshire cat in particular, but you never know, one may have lodged in the subconscious, as his grin tends to lodge. Anyway, this is that leg is going to change in just a moment, and that's the eraser now. Just changed that. Just didn't look right at all, so just decided to rework that. So I'm using Sketchers program here on the iPad Pro, and I'm doing the outline here on a layer. And what I'm going to start doing in just a moment or two is to add the colour. I'm going to add another layer in a moment, and on that layer I'm going to add the colour. So that's the layer going in now, and what I'm doing, I'm going to position the layer to put the colour on below the current layer. So I'm kind of painting below the outline, if you like. I'm just fiddling around a bit there to get it right. I'm going to go for a 70% opacity, and I'm going to be using a red watercolour brush. So here we go. Oops, let's just rework that, and let's see if it works this time. Okay, here we go. Oh no, another false start. But it's all good. He will be coming gloriously red in just a moment. Now I'm actually trying to do this in almost one continuous stroke, if you like, just to get the consistency of the red colour going in there. One of the beauties of working with layers is I have the outline saved, so I can go back and do a different version later. If I say want to do a classical ginger cat, ginger tomcat, I could do that. If I wanted to turn him into a tabby, or whether it's a silver tabby or a brown tabby, I can do that. That's the beauty of layers. You can soon do new versions. You notice there's a little bit of overlap with the colour there, but that doesn't matter at all. That's a very, very quick fix later on. Now, I wasn't quite sure whether I would keep his paws white or whether I'd go for all red. I decided I would go for all red in the end, because if you leave too many areas of white in, it sort of draws attention. Your eye is guided towards the white, and I didn't want it to focus on the paws in particular. So I thought this time around I would do an all red version just to see how it looks. Okay, so that's the paws going in there, and I'm just adding a little more intensity, just going over some areas again just to make it a little darker red, and just a few more to go there around the edge of his face and the insides of the ears. And let's see how he's shaping up there. And looking pretty good. So what have I got to do now? There we are. I've just set the watercolour layer, and what I'm going to do now is, with the eraser, I'm just going to go over and clean up a few little areas. Okay, so let's see, we've got the nose there, and also the teeth. First of all, I'm just cleaning up around the edges there. And I will change the colour of the nose in a moment when I've just finished tidying up around here. And how does this look there? It's coming on okay, I think. And beauty of this program, the Sketches program, it saves as you go along. So in the past, using different applications, I've forgotten to save and then inadvertently lost some pictures or lost a lot of detail from the pictures because I wasn't saving automatically as I went along. But the beauty of this is I don't have to think about it anymore, it just saves it. So that's the nose colour going in on pink, and I'm not really going to do a background, but I just wanted to just do a little bit of a ground for him to sit on, and I thought I would do this in a green wash because red and green go very well together with painting. It's one of the tricks if you're, say, doing some trees or bushes or a lot of greenery, you drop some areas of red in there which makes the greens greener. I'm kind of doing the opposite approach here. I've already got a lot of red and I'm just going to add in a green background, not really a background, green ground, or green grass if you like, just to make him even redder. I think this is actually a little too faint, so what I'm going to do when I've completed that is I'm just simply going to duplicate that layer of green, which will double the intensity of it, and then that should work a lot better. There you go. Now all I've got to do now is to add the whiskers, all important cat's whiskers. I won't use a brush pen this time, I'm going to use a fine black pen, and I think that's about all I have left to finish on the picture here. Here we go for the whiskers. So fine pen, just checking the thickness there. I think that second thickness I will run with. So just slow down a bit and put in the whiskers like so. Okay, now I just have to add the signature, there we go, and the email address. So if there is anything I can help you with cartoon-wise, please contact me at rob@everyonelovescartoons.com, and I would be happy to have a chat or answer any questions. Thank you very much for watching The Mad Red Cat.